Hey Stig. Hey mate. Yeah, just on my way back to the training ground now. I've seen Jack. Doctor said it's not too bad. They're thinking about a month. Yeah, so hopefully it's not too bad. What's that? Silla's on his way here. Why? What's he done? A lower back stretch fracture. That sounds serious. What's the physio say? 2 months? Oh, you've got to be f***ing kidding me. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villa and welcome to episode 101 of Razor Holte, our bid for world domination with Aston Villa. And as you've just heard, that is roughly how many injuries we have in midfield right now. Feels like about 101, because not only did Jack Grealish injure himself since last episode, because he's out for about a month, 2 to 4, I hope it's closer to 2 weeks with his twisted ankle, but more seriously than that, Alpha Silla, if it's going to take me all the way there, no it's not, it's going to be annoying, where is it here, Alpha Silla, lower back stretch fracture, 6 to 7 weeks. I think it was 2 months at the time. Yeah, not good at all. That's our two main advanced playmakers basically done for the next month or so. So that could really hurt us. Now, since last episode, we have had just the one game, and it was a really good win actually away to Spurs. It was a tight game. You can see we edged it. I think we were just about the better team. It was Rodrigo that got the goal just on the hour mark. But yeah, I mean, it was a really good win because it was a tight game. And as I said, we did edge it. This was actually where Grealish picked up his injury. And then Silla did his injury in training. So, big 3 points on the road there. Then what we're going to do today is, first up, we have the Carabao Cup against Leicester City. We always put the regens out, you guys against them. Then we'll skip over the Watford game. We'll get our European defence. We'll continue that away to Sporting Lisbon. That's going to be a big game. If we can get the 3 points there, 6 points for the group already. We're halfway. We've got a foot into the knockout round. So that's what we're going to do. That's pretty much all I have to catch you up on. We'll have a quick glance at the league table after that Spurs game, and you can see we're actually, with a game in hand, potentially top of the table right now. No, I'm not looking at Manchester City. We're actually We're actually 2 points off top of the table. Manchester United, they've had a couple of dodgy results. They've drawn Swansea, lost to Leicester. So that's really kept us in the conversation. So although we haven't had the best start, we are very much still in the conversation at the top of the table. But anyway, guys, let's have a look at the team we're sending out to face Leicester City. We should start by having a look actually at at the preview. We can see we are the favourites, so that's probably not taking into account the team we're going to play. Leicester City are a Premier League team, so they're not going. It's going to be a really, really tough game for us. Look at the scouting report. They're a standard playing style, adventurous mentality. If Roberto Di Matteo is their manager, I have a very hard time seeing them having an adventurous playing mentality. But that's what the scouts say. We can see that's the way we're expecting them to play. They did have a win against Wolves last time out. There we go, there's the positional heat map. Might be able to get down the sides of them according to that. Passing network very much in midfield, and there's the sort of the key passes in and around the penalty area. Now this is the team that we're sending out, and you will see it is, well, it's you guys, isn't it? It's Gaz Mosley in goal. It's Casey Beck, Harry Thomas, David Bergkamp the second, and Fiorini, because we don't have a right back named after anybody right now. Lee Hendry and Turpie go in midfield. Nick Roberts down the right. Paul Walker, we're going to try him as the attacking playmaker, as the attacking midfielder, sorry. I think he can do it. I really, really do. And then Blake Scully, he's got a bruised shin, but he should be fine to go down the left. And Brian Carlos, we saw him score in the Champions League last episode. Can he score in the Carabao Cup this one? So they've changed up their formation just a little bit, but we should be able to get an overlap down the sides there. And I should say too, there is a goals of the month at the end of this episode, so do make sure you stick around for that. What do we say? Pick up where they left off. We are at home. I think we should be doing this for the fans, if I'm honest. Let's give the fans a performance here. We've stressed out old Blake Scully, but he'll be fine. There we go. Everything's looking good again. And here we go. Villa Park faithful in full voice. And this is a really, really big test for us. Now, the problem that we kind of have coming at now is we're going to have, what do we say, like tied legs in midfield. I think Turpie and Hendry are going to, I mean, they're almost our two left sort of attacking playmaking options. We have Leroy, who of course can still play in midfield and will be very important, as will Tonali and AR now as well. But yeah, we're just lacking numbers in midfield now just a little bit. So we'll have to be a little bit careful with who we're playing when. Try and make sure we're rotating correctly. I'm hopeful that Grealish will be back in sort of 2 weeks, and that will mean sort of by the end of this episode he'll just about be back. But if he's sort of closer to the month, then we will start to struggle a little bit, I think, for numbers in there. Decent enough, I tell you what, defensively we've been quite sound considering we're up against a Premier League team. Haven't done much going forward though, have we? I do wonder if some of that is Paul Walker out of position in sort of the attacking midfield role. Keep going, you can win this. Let's go with that. Let's just go calm faith all around, I think. No one's playing that badly. I don't want to be negative here, but no one's playing that well either necessarily. What I might look to do, are we exploiting the flanks? We are, so let's be more expressive then. And get back out there. We do have options on the bench. The Labon's on the bench, as is Messi, Marin. So ideally, I don't want to use them, but I also don't really want to go out of the cup. Here goes Nick Roberts. What's he got for us? Goes back to Fiorini, and that is the end of that. One more get creative, and then we'll have to start getting a little bit more assertive, I think. Now, this is a highlight, the lesser spotted highlight. Casey Beck gets a good ball in. Oh, what a header from Brian Carlos. I didn't know he could score with his head. That's an absolute belter. What a way to start the second half. And Casey Beck, what a cross that ball in was. That was absolutely superb. Let's have another look at this. Hendry, nice ball back to Beck. No one's on him. First time. Look, oh, that is a stunning header from Brian Carlos. 2-2. Excellent, excellent stuff. Is he going to start? He threatened, didn't he? When he first came into the team, he looked really good in the Europa League. Here we go again. That's headed away, and we've got to work on this, boys. Get back now. Look at David Bergkamp getting back there. Good lad. Come on. Oh, we've got men over in the middle. This isn't good. And Gaz can't stop that. And as quick as we've gone in front, we've gone and thrown it all away. Oh, that's really, really annoying. It was from our own set piece as well. We don't need to see that again. Oh, that's really frustrating, isn't it? I'm not sure if I mentioned Blake Scully's got a bruised shin. I think I did mention that, but it's nothing too serious, so he should be fine. We'll give it another get creative. We've got to start from scratch again. We don't deserve to be. We should be well and truly clear in this game, if I'm honest. But just a little bit of a moment of madness from our own attacking set piece, and we find ourselves equal. Now, I don't know if this goes to extra time or straight to penalties. I clicked to demand more there just as the highlight started. Paul Walker back to Fiorini. What can we do here? Gary Turpie. Come on, mate. What's he got? Nice ball in there for Carlos. Back for Nick Roberts. It's patient. I like it. Roberts goes on a bit of a run. Looks for Blake Scully. Finds him nicely. Can Scully get down the side? Also, penalty. It's a Stonewall penalty. Absolutely Stonewall penalty. And there it is. Given by the referee. Who's taking it? It is Brian Carlos to step up and take it. I don't know what his penalty taking's like. Come on, mate. Double your tally for us, mate. Come on. Come on. Gets in. Brian Carlos does double the tally. That's us back in front. I did just give a demand more shout, didn't I, as that highlight started. What we will do is go off more expressive now. Just be a little bit more sensible. 2 goals, though, for Brian Carlos. It's really, really good. It's such a... Same with Nick Roberts. We saw what Nick Roberts can do when he stays fit, and I think the same thing could be true for Brian Carlos. We just, as I said, need to keep them fit. They could be absolutely crucial in our run. Let's call it a run to the final, shall we? Let's just start and close this thing down. We'll be more disciplined now. We'll play for set pieces, and we'll slow it down. Of course, Roberto Di Matteo coming back to Villa Park. It'd be good to send him off with a loss. He's used to that. He's used to draws, isn't he? Not losses, so that's harsh on him. So maybe it will be a draw. Oh, let's hope not. Turpie goes out to Fiorini. Can we wrap this up right here, right now? There it is. Oh, Carlos, of course, on a hat-trick. Someone's gone down the edge of the area there. Not happy about it either. But Fiorini's picked up the loose ball. What's happened here? We're going to review footage. Now, it's not a penalty, I don't think. It can only really be a red card, can't it? If it is a penalty, of course, Brian Carlos would have a chance for a hat-trick. But I don't... It was outside the box. It can only be a red card, can't it? It is a penalty. Well, there you go. I thought for sure that was outside the penalty area. But Brian Carlos, a chance for the hat-trick. Come on, mate. Oh, he's roofed it. What a penalty, Brian Carlos. 4th goal of the year, 3rd goal of the game. Well done, well done. That is us in the hat for the 4th round now. We've done really well there. We've beaten a Premier League team, albeit at home. Yes, that's a stunning penalty, isn't it? Albeit at home, but we've still beaten a Premier League team with our youth academy. Well done to us. It doesn't matter now. Harry Thomas does a nice little crunching tackle there to end things for us. And that should be the game. When you're ready, Mr. Paulson. There it is. Well done. Well done. I'm really, really happy with that win. Look at that. That's a really, really good performance. I'd say we were unlucky to concede the goal we did. It was a counter-attack off our own attacking set piece. Well done, boys. And we were much, much better in the second half too, weren't we? Which is good to see. Brian Carlos, get in, son. There we go, superb in front of goal. Keep that up, please. Even scored with your head. And Eddie Howe is looking at Mosley, Brian Carlos. They're both on the England manager's radar. Could we have 2 of our youth academy products in the England team? What we'll do now, guys, is I'm going to skip over, as I said, the Watford game, and we'll come back for the Champions League fixture in Sporting. Where is that? Is that in Lisbon? So we'll be in Lisbon. Okay, welcome back. We're in Lisbon to face Sporting, and you can see we are the favourites for this one. We're in good form. We, of course, won our opening game of the group at home to Monaco, so a win here would really, really put us in a strong position, wouldn't it? Now, there is just the one game to catch you up on in between games there, and it was the trip to Watford, and we got a bit of a hard-earned 1-0 win away. It was Rashid that got the goal from a corner. We rode our luck a little bit in this game. You can see Gaz Mosley was man of the match, and that's never a great sign for you. We did struggle to create. You can see key passes in midfield. We did play Bal in the advanced playmaker role, and he didn't really do too much. He's a good young player, and I thought maybe he'd do a job there for us, but not to be. But anyway, what important thing is we snuck through, we got the 3 points, and if we look at what that all means for the league table, you can see there's a lead group. And it's a big group, but the important thing is that we're in it. All the way down to like Derby, Liverpool. I mean, Everton even in ninth, you'd have to say would still be a chance, only 5 points off top. But certainly you wouldn't be writing Liverpool off yet. So there's a big, big pack of teams at the top of the table. And as I said, the important thing is that we're in that pack. And we're only 2 points back of the top of the table. Now let's have a look at what we're expecting from Lisbon and from Sporting, I should say. We don't actually know. We don't know who their manager is. We don't know anything. So we're not expecting them to play like this. So the heat map and passing network doesn't really mean too much. So we're essentially going in blind, which is excellent. So this is the team that we're sending out. It's Gaz Mosley in goal. I want to check, actually, is Nepo match fatigued? Nepo is match fatigued. So we won't be going with Nepo. We will be going with Casey Beck. And then we'll put Dali on the bench. Casey Beck and Dali are essentially neck and neck now in terms of star rating. If we have a look there. You can see 2.5 star for Dali, and Casey Beck is at 2 star. So given that one of them is a club trained player, I do want to try and give Casey Beck every opportunity because potentially he's better as well. So that's what we want to try and encourage that to come through. So it's Mosley in goal, it's Beck, it's Bergkamp the second, it's Chambers, and it's Fiorini as a back four. It's AR and Hendry that go in midfield. It's Rashid, it's Almeida, and it's Marin with Brian Carlos. I tell you what, he's in form. Let's go with him again. So there we go. We're expecting them to play number 10, not in number 6, but that's fine. That actually even works out better for us now because we have less risk with playing our number 10 because they don't have anybody that's going to threaten us in the midfield, the sort of deeper midfield. What do we want to say to this? Encourage the team, says Stig. We're away from home. We should go win this one. Play your game, you'll win. I don't want to. Let's give the fans a performance. I don't know. I don't want to say you should win because I feel like that's asking for a complacent performance. All right, let's go. Here it is, Champions League anthem ringing around the stadium. And yeah, let's hope we put in a nice early goal, settle the manager's nerves, and then we can go from there. Lee Hendry's a big opportunity here for Lee Hendry. I mean, he's the next few weeks. It's a chance for all the midfielders to shine. It's a nice little ball rolled in there for Marin. He looks for Beck on the overlap. Can he find someone in the middle? It's headed away. It's there for Fiorini. Fiorini out for Rashid! Second goal in as many games. Of course, he got the goal against Watford. That was a little bit better. That actually looked like football, not just a header from a corner. Really, really good stuff. And I tell you what, Fiorini didn't... Okay, Casey Beck, good ball in. Let's start with that. But Fiorini did really well. He kept possession, let the guy go past him, and Rashid... goalkeeper's got to ask some questions or answer some questions, doesn't he? But that is 1-0, a nice early goal for the manager, settle his nerves, and we've come straight back. Alright, come on boys, let's nick this and go and get a second, shall we? Please, and thank you. Who was it we did that against? Well, last year was at Milan, wasn't it? Where we just exploded, it was the second leg and it was at home, but we just exploded into a game. Here goes Fiorini, headed away. I was a little bit hopeful that we might have a highlight, but it's becoming a long, scrappy highlight. And this makes me worried now because they have the ball. Albino goes forward out for Pereira. Come on, boys. Get in front of it. Get in front of it. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Oh, it's a good shot from Ryan Gold. I thought he went back to Scotland. What's he doing in Portugal still? Oh, that's really annoying for a start because we had just scored. It lasted less than a minute. let's have a look. We just kind of gave him a bit too much space. He's bent it in. Mosley did so well. Almost. Just couldn't quite get enough on it. I mean, on the goal itself, you'd say credit where it's due. It's a good shot, but we can't be conceding straight after we score like that. That's really, really disappointing. All right, here we go again from the corner. Almeida knocks it in. It's Chambers. Oh, Callum Chambers. He wanted more first-team football. So basically we're giving it to him, and he's paid us back there. He's got his first goal of the year. Callum Chambers, excellent stuff from the corner. Very, very similar actually to the goal we scored against Watford. Actually, it's the exact same move, except Rashid went near post, Chambers went far post. But exactly the same move, the man pulling off the near post to head it back. So that shows we're doing something in training that's paying off. Really, really nicely done. Rashid's picked up a knock. Who can we do have? Marin can play on the right, so let's bring Rodrigo on for Rashid. Yeah, we have to do that, don't we? And then switch the wingers around. We could play Brian Carlos on the right side, but that's not his game. He's not really a winger. He's a striker. We'll give it a get creative here. If we can get another goal, that would be excellent. We've had more of the ball, but they're just making life difficult for us here, aren't they? That one never really looked like going in. Gaz just stood there and watched it, waved at it as it went past. All right, let's give this maybe a show some passion. And the highlight starts. What's going to happen here? Fiorini to Hendry. Oh, it's a bit of a nasty tackle. Good cross in from Fiorini, and it's off the post, I think. Or did the keeper grab it? Decent ball in, and Rodrigo was there. Just couldn't quite find the back of the net. The highlight continues. Now, again, we start to get nervous here, don't we? Because, yeah, we're backing off. Oh, David Bergkamp, what a tackle that is. Goes early, too, for Brian Carlos. Can't bring it down. AR has it now. Back for Rodrigo. We know he can do whatever he wants with the ball at his feet. That's not really... Yeah, that wasn't ideal, though, was it? Commentator's curse there. It was a terrible ball. And again, a long, scrappy highlight. We know what happens last time this happened when Sporto? What is wrong with me today? Cross comes in, and there it is again. It's 2-2. What's wrong with the defence today? Never mind what I'm talking about. Unbelievable. Guys, come on. We'll give it a demand more, and that is just poor defending yet again. I wonder if we should be so lucky as to go in front again, if we just need to drop in a DM. It's poor defence. It's the fullbacks getting forward and not being bothered to get back, isn't it? 2-2. I was a bit of a risk maybe playing these two defenders, but I'm trying to keep... I could have played Thor instead of David Bergkamp. Maybe that's the mistake we've made. But, you know, again, youngsters that have high potential, we want to get them in the team. I'm going to say I'm not happy, to be honest. We should be doing better than that. We'll get back out there. Do we want to change anything? I don't necessarily think we do. I think we're doing... You know what? I'm wondering if we should lower the tempo a little bit. If we're giving we might do that. We're giving the ball away by just trying to play a little bit too quick. All right, Gaz Mosley. Here we go. It's a high ball out there. It's not the best. Fiorini's done it stunningly well there to keep that ball. Here goes Lee Hendry. What's he going to do? Can he get a good ball? And he finds Marin. Marin goes himself. Antonio Marin! Oh, we've seen him score some wonderful goals, and that would have been right up there. Ajar's not having a good game in midfield. Back with the throw here. Almeida loses that. Back post, Marin! Oh! Off the crossbar, was it? He might have been offside. Brian Carlos isn't having the best game. We do have the lab on the bench. So that could be something we do. It's the lab and it's AR that I'm looking at that aren't... Carlos and AR I'm looking at that aren't doing too well this game. I think we'll call it on Carlos. We'll say that he's had his good run, and maybe this isn't just his game. Let's go attacking. We really, really don't want to be dropping points to I was going to say Sporto again, to Sporting. All right, here we go. Fiorini in for Almeida. He's been quiet as well. What's AR got for us? He's got options in front of him. He finds the lab for Hendry. Hendry crossfield ball. That's a good one, isn't it? For Casey Beck getting forward. Casey Beck gets the cross in. It's headed away. It's there for Hendry. It's there for Marin. What's he going to do with it? This is nice pressure. Fiorini gets the cross in. It's headed away again. Hendry, nice for Almeida. For Lab. Oh, the Lab. Labadovic. It's his third goal of the year. He's first in Europe. And that is back in front. Now, boys, concentrate. Please, for the love of God, concentrate. Don't go and throw this away. We'll just go back to positive now. We just didn't give up the possession there, did we? And the Lab just passed it into the back of the net. 3 defenders around him, and that's still not enough to stop the Lab. Excellent, excellent stuff. All right. Oh, do not do this to me, guys. I'm gonna storm out, I think, if this goes in the back of the net for the wrong team here. Come on, let's put some pressure on them here. I was going to say I was going to put in a DM, didn't I? And I haven't done that. Come on, boys. Come on. I said concentrate. Are we concentrating? I don't like this whatsoever. I do not like this. I do not like this. Oh, for the... Jesus Christ, Philip. Oh, I'm trying not to swear, but I really, really want to swear. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Come on, how many times do we need to take a lead before you friggin' hang on to one? Unbelievable. I can't. I'm so... Unbelievable. Unbelievable. If we lose this game, there's serious danger of a rage quit. Honestly, this is unbelievable. What can we do? What can we do? They've gone long. Come on, boys. Come on. Keep your heads here. Keep your heads. Get that away. Oh! I can't believe what I'm watching. I'll be honest. I cannot believe what I'm watching. Alright, so what we do is we bring on Turpey for Bergkamp. We drop AR back to defense. I think that's what we've got to do. We put him on support. I mean, it's a risk at this point, but we've got to take it, don't we? I cannot believe we've conceded 4 goals to these Muppets. Push forward, boys. Come on. At least rescue a draw from this. Yeah, I mean, we don't look bad getting forward. We just cannot defend this game. I don't understand what's gone wrong. Show some passion. Come on, boys. Don't lose to this mob. Oh, good save from Gaz. But it's not going to be. It's a minute to go. It's our corner. Can we rescue a point here? Gary Turpey knocks it in. It's there. Back post. It's headed away. And unless we get to this, we are going to get to it. Marin keeps it for us. Cross in. Lab. It's there. It's headed away. And there's 15 seconds to go. And I don't think it's happening for us. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah. I don't know what to say about that other than... I just don't know what to say about that. I'm so angry. I'm really, really angry at them. So there we go. We lose in goal bonanza. How many times do you have to take a lead? You tell them to concentrate, and I don't honestly know what I could have done differently there. I could have put the DM in, but they're scoring straight off the kickoff, which is just unforgivable. That was the early game. There is so it's not going to show yet how the other game went. I would imagine when it go at home that we'll all end up on 3 points, and we've thrown away a really good opportunity there to put ourselves in a strong position in the group. But yeah, there we go. We've done that. That just happened. So guys, we will be back next time. What we'll do is we'll come back. We did get Wolves in the 4th round of the EFL Cup, so we'll come back next time. Hopefully I'll get a result away in Stuttgart, and we'll come back for Manchester City at home in the league. That's a big one early on in the season, and then Wolves in our run to the final, as we've dubbed it, as I've dubbed it. Get on board. It's the run to the final against Wolves in the EFL Cup 4th round. Guys, that's it for today. I'm really, really sorry. I don't know if my face is red. I'll see when I'm editing. I'm so annoyed at that. But anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care, and here are our goals of the month for, what was that month? That horrible month of September.